Hello everyone. Hello ma'am. My name is Chinmay. I am from ECEB. My roll number is 20BQ1A0469. Now I am going to explain about quantum mechanics. In quantum mechanics, we up to now we have learnt about wave. Wave is a particle duality. Matter waves, de Broglie hypothesis. Important causes from de Broglie concept of matter waves, properties of matter waves, problems on matter waves. In this chapter we will see. Macro was developed by Newtonian quantum mechanics, studying of mechanics in a very small or micro level, atomic level. Radiation has both particle and wave nature. Particle, a ball, a car, person, or point like objects called particles. They can be located at any point in a space in a given time. They can be rest, moving, or acceleration. These particles is specified as mass, momentum, velocity, energy. Planck's quantum theory was successful in explaining black body radiation, the photoelectric effect, the quantum effect, etc. had clearly established that radiation energy, in its interaction with matter, behaves as though it consists of particle or corpuscles. It could not occupy same position at same time. Wave. Disturbance creating the medium, or rather a spread of disturbance. A wave is spread out every relate to large of space. It cannot be spread to be located just here and there. It is hard to think of mass being associated with wave. In two waves, the wave crust falls on another wave crust. Resultant is maximum. If crust falls on trough, resultant is minimum. Characteristics of wave are wavelength, amplitude, frequency, oscillation, size defines wave. Waves, interference, diffraction, polarization, or experimental evidences. Radiation thus sometimes behaves as a wave, and at another time as a particle. It has a wave particle deviation. Matter waves, de Broglie hypothesis. If light is a wave and is also a particle, does that mean all matter behaves a wave? That was the question that Louis de Broglie pondered. He used Einstein's famous equation to answer the question. According to de Broglie concept, a moving particle always have a wave associated with it, and the motion of particle guided by the wave, and wavelength of matter wave lambda equal to h by mv. Equation of wavelength of matter waves. The mathematical expression for the wavelength of matter waves can be derived by taking photon into consideration in radiation. According to photon consideration, an electromagnetic wave is associated with photon, and photon is controlled by wave. Considering the Planck's theory of radiation, the energy of photon is given by E is equal to h mu equal to hc by lambda. Already we know mu equal to c by lambda, where c is velocity of light in vacuum and lambda is wavelength. According to the instant energy mass rotation, E equal to mc square, equation 2. Under radiation, from equation 1 and 2, the LHS sides are equal, so we are equating LHS side. We get lambda value as h by mc. If we consider the case of a moving particle of mass m with a velocity v, then there is a momentum p equal to mv. The wavelength associated with this given by lambda equal to h by mv. We can write p equal to mv in this equation, lambda equal to h by p. Here h equal to Planck's constant, m equal to mass of the matter particle, v is equal to velocity of matter particle. Some important cases from de Broglie concept of matter waves. Case 1. If Ek is the kinetic energy of material particle, then Ek equal to half mv square. Now by multiplying m and dividing by m, we get half mv whole square by m. mv equal to p, already we know that, half p square by m. The formula, the p is p square equal to 2 Ek, p equal to square root of 2 Ek. From de Broglie concept of matter waves form, lambda equal to h by square root of 2 Ek. Equation 1, where m is mass, Ek is kinetic energy of particle. Case 2, the particle is accelerated with the help of electrostatic energy or potential difference, then the kinetic energy can be given as Ek equal to qv. We would not consider whether it is positive or negative direction. Substitute in equation 1, we get lambda equal to h by square root of 2m qv, where q is the charge of particle, v is potential difference, m is nature of particle, also mass of the particle. Case 3, the particle is accelerated with the help of thermal energy, then its kinetic energy can be written as Ek equal to 3 by 2 kT, where K is Boltzmann constant, T is absolute temperature. Substitute in equation 1, we get lambda equal to h by square root of 3 m kT. Case 4, when the particle is moving with velocity, with velocity v compared to that of light velocity c, then the mass of the particle no longer remain constant. It will vary according to the following equation. Comparability of velocity m equal to m naught by 1 minus 1 square root of 1 minus v square by v c square. According to the Einstein theory of relativity, mass decreased. M equal to mass of the particle during motion, m naught equal to mass of the particle, v equal to frequency. By de Broglie wavelength, we get lambda equal to h by mv equal to h into square root of 1 minus v square by c square whole by m naught into v. Case 5. Let us consider electron of rest mass m0 and charge e, which is accelerated by potential v volts from the rest of the velocity v. Then half m0 v square equal to qv or ev. Kinetic energy equal to electrostatic energy. V equal to square root of 2 ev by m0. Lambda equal to h by square root of 2 ev m0. By substituting the values h, v and m0, we get the lambda value as 12.26 by root v Armstrongs. Properties of matter waves. Lambda equal to h by p, that equal to h by mv. That is, lambda is inversely proportional to v or m. Lighter is the particle, greater is the wavelength associated with it. Smaller is the velocity of particle, greater is the wavelength associated with it. When v equal to 0, then lambda equal to d. Wave becomes indeterminate, and if v equal to d and then lambda equal to 0, matter waves moves with a definite velocity. Velocity of matter wave greater than velocity of light. This shows that matter waves are generated by the motion of particle. These waves are all produced whether the particle is charged particle or they are uncharged. This fact reveals that then the waves are not electromagnetic waves, but they are a new kind of wave. Electromagnetic waves are produced only by the motion of charged particles. Matter waves is a not electromagnetic wave. The velocity of matter waves depends on the velocity of material particle, that is, it is not a constant, while the velocity of electromagnetic wave is constant. The velocity of matter wave can be greater than velocity of light, but it is not exactly by the light. The wave and particle accepts of moving bodies can never appear together in the same experiment. Detection of matter waves. There are two experiments, Division and Germer's experiment and G.V. Thomson experiment, Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Detection of matter waves. A wave associated with the motion of a material particle is known as a matter wave. The matter waves are all generated by both macroscopic and microscopic bodies. However, the wavelength of matter waves associated with the macroscopic bodies are so small that they cannot be detected by any instrument. Before 1924, the electron was exclusively regarded as a particle, but after the suggestion of de Broglie, the electron was given the wave-particle duality. There are many experimental evidences of such proof that the electron is a particle, as it has a definite mass, charge, energy and momentum. There are some experimental evidences which prove that electron has a wave nature, as well as that is a wave is associated with the electron during its motion. Division and Germer diffraction experiment. Wave particle aim to prove that electron has a wave nature as well as wave particle. The first experiment evidence of matter waves was given by two American physicists, Division and Germer, in 1927. Electron gun. An electron gun is a tungsten filament that emits electrons via thermionic emission. That is, it emits electrons when heated to a particular temperature. Electrostatic particle accelerator. Two opposite charged plates, positive and negative plates, are used to accelerate the electrons at a known potential target. The target is a nickel crystal. The electron beam is fired normally on the nickel crystal. The crystal is placed such that it can be rotated about a fixed axis. Detector. A detector is used to capture the scattered electrons from Ni crystal. The detector can be moved in a semicircular as shown in the diagram. The angular distribution is measured by an electron detector, Faraday cylinder C, which is connected to a galvanometer. The Faraday cylinder can move on a circular graduated scale S between 20 degrees to 90 degrees to receive the reflected electrons. The Faraday cylinder consists of two walls which are insulated from each other. A retarding potential is maintained between them so that only fast moving electrons coming from electron gun may enter inside it. The secondary electrons, slow electrons produced by the collision with atoms from nickel target are reflected by Faraday cylinder. In this way, the galvanometer deflections is only due to electrons coming from electron gun. The Faraday cylinder was moved on the circular scale and for a given accelerating voltage V. The Faraday cylinder was moved on the insulator on the circular scale for a given accelerating voltage V. The scattering curve showed a peak in a particular direction. With the electron beam instant perpendicular to the crystal surface, the pronounced scattering direction was found to be 50 degrees for electron accelerated to 54 volts. Under these conditions, the surface rows of atoms act like the ruling of a diffraction grating, producing the first order spectrum of 54 volts electrons at an angle of 50 degrees. According to de Broglie wavelength, electron wavelength lambda equal to 12.26 by root 44, that equal to 1.67 angstroms. From X-rays analysis, it is known that a nickel crystal acts as a plane diffraction grating with the grating space d minus 0.909 into 10 power minus 10 meters. According to the experiment, we have diffracted electron beam at an angle equal to 50 degrees. The corresponding Bragg's angle is theta equal to 180 minus 50 by 2 equal to 65 degrees. Using Bragg's formula, 2d sin theta equal to n lambda. 2 into 0.909 into 10 power minus 10 sin 65 equal to 1 angstroms. Therefore, n equal to 1. A equal to 1.65 into 10 power minus 10 meters, that equal to 1.65 angstroms. As two values are in a good agreement, hence confirms the de Broglie concept of matter waves. G.B. Thomson experiment. G.B. Thomson performed experiment with electrons accelerated from 10,000 volts to 50,000 volts. In his experiments, he observed diffraction patterns exactly similar to the X-ray patterns. Moreover, he was able to determine the wavelength associated with electrons. Thomson experiment supported the concept of matter waves, since the diffraction pattern is possible only if the waves are associated with material particle. After developing the plate a symmetrical pattern consisting a concentric rings about a central spot is obtained. The pattern is similar as pronounced by X-rays. In order to make sure that this pattern is due to electrons and not due to X-rays, for this he applied a magnetic field on the path of electron beam in discharge tube. A shift in the electron beam direction has been observed with applied magnetic field. It shows that the pattern is produced by the electrons and not by the X-rays. An X-ray pattern is not affected by electric and magnetic fields. The observed rings can be interpreted only by considering the diffraction pattern of the electron beam, which is due to gold or aluminum foil. As the diffraction pattern can only be produced by the waves and not by the particles, Thomson concluded that the electrons behave like waves. The following conclusions have been drawn from the experiment. Thomson experiment clearly demonstrated the existence of matter waves because the diffraction pattern can be produced by the waves. Thomson calculated the wavelength associated with the electrons with the help of diffraction rings. The calculated wavelength obtained by the diffraction pattern agree well with the wavelengths obtained by the de Broglie's relation. The associated wavelength depends only on this accelerating voltage and is independent of the material of the target, gold or aluminum. Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Due to dual nature of material particles, it is very difficult to locate the exact position and the movement of particles simultaneously. This uncertainty was explained by Werner Karl Heisenberg in 1927 through his uncertainty principle. To understand the uncertainty in the measurement of position and movement of microscopic particles, let us get the example of narrow and wide wave packets. In a narrow wave packet, the position of the particle can be precisely determined, but not the wavelength. As a result, the particle momentum cannot be measured accurately as there are not enough waves to exactly measure the wavelength. On the other hand, in a wider wave packet, the wavelength can be determined exactly, but the position of the particle will be uncertain due to the large width of wave particles. Hence, it can be concluded that it is impossible to simultaneously determine the exact position and the exact momentum of a particle. The Heisenberg's uncertainty principle states that it is not possible simultaneously measure the position and the momentum of a particle to any desired degree of accuracy. In other words, the product of uncertainty in the measurement of position and uncertainty in the measurement of momentum is always constant, and it is at least equal to Planck's constant h. That is delta p into delta x equal to h. The formula is delta P into delta X equal to H. It has been experimentally observed that product of uncertainties in position and momentum is equal to or greater than H by 4 pi. That is E equal to half mE square. In that way, delta P into delta X greater than or equal to H by 4 pi. Delta E into delta T greater than or equal to H by 4 pi. Schrodinger time independent wave equation. Dou square x psi by dou t square equal to v square delta square phi. Equation 1. Schrodinger time independent wave equation. Delta square equal to dou square by dou x square plus dou square by dou y square plus dou square by dou z square. Original wave equation general. Xi of x comma y comma z comma t equal to xi naught of x comma y comma z comma t into e power minus I omega t. Already we know equation as y displacement equation is y equal to a sin omega t minus kx. Y equal to xi naught into sin omega t minus kx. Xi of r bar comma t equal to xi naught into r bar into e power minus I omega t. Differentiating this equation two times, we get dou first time we get dou xi by dou t equal to xi naught into r into e power minus I omega t into minus I omega. Dou square xi by dou t square equal to dou square xi by dou t square equal to minus I omega into xi naught into r bar into e power minus I omega t into minus I omega. Dou square xi by dou t square equal to xi naught r into e power minus I omega t into I square omega square. Dou square xi by dou t square equal to xi naught r bar into e power minus I omega t into minus omega square. Dou square xi by dou t square equal to minus omega square into xi naught r bar into e power minus I omega t. Dou square xi by dou t square equal to minus omega square. Dou square xi by dou t square equal to all by substituting the values we get v square delta square into xi. V square delta square psi equal to minus omega square psi. Here v is velocity. Delta square psi plus omega square by v square psi equal to 0. Angular frequency is omega. Omega equal to 2 pi n. N is the frequency. Omega equal to 2 pi v into v by lambda. Omega by v equal to 2 pi by lambda. Omega square by v square equal to 4 pi square by lambda square. Delta square psi plus 4 pi square by lambda square psi equal to 0. De Broglie wave equation lambda equal to h by mv. Delta square psi plus 4 pi square by h square by m square v square into psi equal to 0. Delta square psi plus 4 pi h square into m square v square psi equal to 0. Total energy equal to potential energy plus kinetic energy. In quantum mechanics, E equal to v plus half mv square. Half mv square equal to E minus v. Half m square v square equal to m into E minus v. M square v square equal to 2m into E minus v. Delta square psi plus 4 pi square by h square into 2m into E minus v into psi equal to 0. Since the equation is delta square psi plus 8 pi square by h square into m into E minus v into psi of r comma t equal to 0. This is the required time independent wave equation. If we modify the h by h bar, we get h bar is the modified Planck's constant, h is the Planck's constant. H bar is defined by modern times by only Planck's. The formula will become delta square psi equal delta square psi plus 8 pi square m by h square into 4 pi square into E minus v into psi equal to 0. By cancelling 4 1s, 4 2s and pi square, we get the equation as delta square psi plus 2 pi by 2m by h square into E minus v into psi equal to 0. Then next, by substituting the values, delta square psi equal to minus 2m by h square I h into dou psi by dou t minus v into psi equal to 0 minus h square by 2m into delta square psi equal to I square h square I h dou psi by dou t minus v psi. by taking common psi, we get by v by psi into v minus h square by 2m into delta square equal to I h bar into d dou psi by dou t. Then we can write h psi equal to E psi, Hammond energy equation. Particle in one dimension potential box. Here the particle, here O and L are the particles, and V of xi equal to d, V of xi equal to d, V of xi equal to d. By in diagram, 0 less than x less than L, V of x equal to 0, V of x equal to d, x less than or equal to 0, V of x equal to d, x less than or equal to L. Delta square psi plus 2m by h square into E minus V into psi equal to 0, d delta square dou square psi by dou x square plus 2m by h square h bar square into E minus B into psi equal to 0, that equal to d square psi by dx square plus 2m E by h bar square into psi equal to 0, d square psi by dx square plus k square psi equal to 0. Since k square equal to 2m E by h square, psi of x equal to a sin kx plus b. Thank you, ma'am. In one dimension potential box, when we consider a particle moves in x direction, then the particle will move from x equal to 0 to x equal to L. Inside the particle there is a box. The outside the particle there is no movement. Inside the particle potential is absent, so V equal to 0. Outside the at boundary, see, the V potential will be infinity. Next, the variation of potential on particle is given by V of x equal to 0 if 0 less than x less than L, V of x equal to infinity if x less than or equal to 0 and x greater than or equal to L. Potential energy of particle is 0 inside the box. The one dimension Schrodinger wave equation in the free particle will be inside the box as dou square psi by dou square psi by dou x square plus 2m by h bar square into E psi equal to 0 for 0 less than x less than L. Equation 1. Let k square equal to 2m by h bar square into E is constant. Equation 2. Therefore, dou square psi of x into dou square x square plus k square psi equal to 0. Equation 3. Generally, solution for above equation is psi of x equal to c into e power I k plus d into e power I k, where c and d are constants. The boundary conditions are psi of x equal to 0 at x equal to 0, psi of x equal to 0 at x equal to L. Applying first boundary equation, psi of x equal to 0 if x equal to 0. Then R infinity psi of x equal to 0 equal to c plus d, d equal to minus c, psi of x equal to c into e power ikx minus c into e power minus ikx from 2, psi of x equal to 2ic into sin kx. Let a equal to 2ix is constant, psi of x equal to a into sin kx. Equation 5. Applying secondary boundary equation, psi of x equal to 0 if x equal to L, 0 equal to a into sin kl from equation 3. Sin kl equal to 0, that is a equal to 0. Sin kl equal to sin n pi, where n equal to 1, 2, 3, and so on. Kl equal to n pi, k equal to n pi by L, where n equal to 1, 2, 3, so on. Equation 6. From 2 and 6 we get n pi by L square, n pi by L whole square equal to 2m by h bar square. Energy level E equal to n h bar square into pi square by 8mL square, where h bar equal to h by 2 pi. By substituting that, we get their energy level E equal to n square h square by 8mL square. The energy level of particle generated in quantized in potential well. In 3 dimension, the energy level of a particle in potential box is given by E equal to h square by 8mL square into nx square plus ny square plus nz square. Because in 3 dimension there are 3 directions, where nx, ny and z are the quantum numbers along the 3 dimensions, that is, and n square equal to nx square plus ny square plus nz square. Thank you, ma'am.